Holy shit, it's been a little too long since I've done one of these. Welcome back, Citadel, the Unseen Sun YouTube series. Time is soup. I'm recording this today as of June 25th. I'm doing this part, and the actual game you're going to watch today was recorded back in early May, I think. I've been going through a lot of stuff. I've moved halfway across the country. I spent a month in... Well, this whole game started in Newfoundland, as many of you know. I then spent a month in Nova Scotia. And now I am finally at my final destination, and all set up. Everything's all good to go. And we are in the progress of rebuilding my office, as you can see. Lots of stuff. That's a video. That's for another video. Today, you guys are here for Citadel, the Unseen Sun, which is coming back to regularly scheduled posts every 2 weeks, starting this Sunday, June 26th, which is tomorrow, which is today for you watching this, but tomorrow for me recording this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. It's a bit weird. I'm using my headset microphone because I didn't have time to set this up in Nova Scotia. But the game should still be worth watching as the party go through the rest of Anatol's dream to try and figure out what the hell is going on. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you guys 2 weeks time for the next one, which I'll also probably record today, so don't worry about it. Time is soup. Enjoy the episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Whoop.
Okay, so if memory serves correctly, it has been a while since we sat back down to this game. So I will go over this recap as best as I can, based on the notes that I have. And if I miss any spots, or you guys think there is anything different as per what I've said, just feel free to pop in and add your own notes.
Aye, sir.
Okay.
During the last
good.
session, you guys were approached by Mr.'s name I should remember, who I don't remember. Wow, this is not a good start.
Octavius?
Mr. Octavian Dreamwalker.
Oh,
You guys were close. You had the last letter wrong.
Yes, Dream Daddy, I got you.
Dream Daddy. You were approached by the Dream Daddy, and he has told you that he needs you to solve some problems for him, and then he will safely guide you to the exit of Dreamtown and bring you back to the land of the living. So, you guys take a look for the first of the three targets and kind of stumble upon a fight in the middle of a field as a bunch of soldiers or knights of sorts are battling with a vast array of vampire spawn. They all successfully defeat their opponents as you narrowly escape your death while fighting one of your own. Actually, I think that's a lie, because I don't think any of you took any damage, but that's besides the point. Either way, you find your way into the manor. They all introduce themselves as the Order of the Eternal Knights. A group of individuals who are basically all about fighting and obliterating and removing the vampires from Astoria. In, unfortunately, losing effort, the keep becomes swarmed by vampires, and as you look out through the windows during the night, all you can see are the glaring eyes of creatures staring in at you. While inside, you are offered food and a place to stay. You're given some bunks on the top floor. Partway through your sleep, however, you can hear the screams of one of the knights as you leave your room, or are about to leave your room, one of you decides to test the cheek pinching method and teleports themselves back to the land
Who
of
could
the
that
I
dreamers.
wonder who that was.
It worked flawlessly.
Upon discovering that he was stuck, I'm not going to name any names, he grabs the mask off of whomever was wearing it, puts it on, and goes and jumps right back into the dream. Very Inception. But that's okay. As you all run around the corner to see what the scream was all about, you discover that one of the members of the Watch have been slain. Puncture wounds on the neck of Conrad indicate that there is a vampire in your midst. And Alicia, the head, the leader, I guess, or the captain, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure she's the captain, actually. Either way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said it was.
She beckons everyone down to the main mess hall at your request to begin the quote-unquote interrogation of the living/unliving knights, eternal knights. To a certain degree, you guys have narrowed down your suspicions to several individuals. Some of you have different opinions, depending. But other than that, you've taken your 3 primary targets, stood them in a line with a pail of water, and are about to throw water at their feet to test a theory on whether or not flowing water out of a bucket counts as flowing water to a vampire.
Oh yeah, that's why.
So,
It's slip and slide time, y'all.
Can we confirm who the 3 are? I know it's Alicia Renatus,
Mhm.
and who's the third?
he is the
Third is
man
the
whose
dream.
dream you are currently in. It is Anatole.
Okay.
As the water flies from the bucket, as Lorelei lets it go across the floor, it splashes against the boots. Well, technically he's in his nightgown. It splashes against the feet of Anatole, the boots of Renatus, and the boots of Alicia. All of which just seem incredibly displeased at the fact that you just threw water at them.
Fuck. It did not go as
what
well
was
as I
supposed
had
to
hoped.
happen?
There's a thing about running water and vampires. I was hoping that would work, but obviously it did not. Yes, we need like a Rivia or something. So, I still do not trust any of them. There must be another way.
Well, Alicia pipes up at this point and she says, well, if I might add that it was just a pail of water, but, do you have any other ideas? We're kind of running out of time. Now, mind you, everyone is in this room. But I fear that the longer we wait, the worse this could be.
Just a quick question about the barrier in this building for against the horde outside. Is it specifically a barrier, or is it just that their kind is not allowed in without acceptance?
It's basically that they cannot enter premises. without an express invitation.
Does that apply room by room?
It constitutes 4 walls and a door. So if there are no longer 4 walls and a door, then no.
Well, that might be our next ticket then. If we can get all of you to step outside. Actually, outside will do just fine. None of you are allowed outside with me at this given moment. And I want each of you to attempt to get through without my permission. And we'll see if this works out a little better than our pail of water test. Grim steps outside and waits to see if anybody comes through.
Hello, Luther. My dog has decided that it is time to come and say hello. Merch gets up from her seat and walks slowly around the table, almost like terrified as Renatus, Alicia, and Anatole kind of back up. And she very sheepishly just walks to the main door and just steps out through and looks down to you and says, "Might I go to the observatory?"
Let's wait for this test first before you go to the observatory.
Okay.
It shouldn't be much longer.
Okay. I just don't want to see any more people die. And she slowly just steps away back towards the stairwell. And slumps down about the corner. Renatus at this point is also going to step forward, and he just kind of stands in the doorway and looks at you and says, "These are foolish games. Why don't we just sit everyone down, point a sword at their throat, and tell them to spill everything?"
We can do that after this. Because at this point, this is my last idea.
It's a waste of time. And he steps to the side of the doorway and motions for Etienne, Alicia, and Anatole to exit. But first, he says, "Actually, I want you two to leave the room first."
I assume he points at us.
Yes, both Lorelei and Dazeric.
Lorelei's just gonna shrug her shoulders and just walk out the door.
We've already been cleared of not, so I would rather stay in here and watch you guys go through. I hope that won't be a problem, assuming you already know I'm not the one who killed them.
Then I will stay here too.
Okay, let's make this easy. Lorelei, I'm going to ask you to go back in, and then not give you permission like our man here has just done, and then you're going to try and walk out without any permission. If you get through, then you're going to go back in, and then Daz will do the same. So we keep one of us in the room at least.
Okay,
As I
Lorelei-
said, I've
Lorelei-
already been cleared. I don't see why I should need to go out.
Oh, sorry.
Like, we've been cleared. We know we're not.
I know, I understand that. I'm just making him extra clear, so he has no more excuses but to follow through with this. Now,
Maybe also suspicious, no?
Lorelei has done exactly as I asked. She's clearly not the vampire that we're looking for.
Both Anatole and Alicia also walk up to the doorway at this point and step over towards Renatus and just say, "Don't be so foolish. Let's just listen to them and get this over with. Come on, Anatole, Renatus, let's leave."
This whole time, by the way, Dazric is looking at the door, but also keeping a very close eye on Etienne.
Okay. At this point, You can, anyone who's watching the door, roll me a perception check. Dazeric, roll a disadvantage because you're not giving it your full attention.
Sounds good.
Jeez.
Okay. Grim. Um. Just 1 second. Okay. As Alicia beckons the two of them out of the room, you would notice that she is most of the way out of the door when she does so. And there is some hesitation from Anatole as he makes his step through. However, he does. And Renatus scoffs at you as he walks out through and says, "See, it's not one of us, at the very least."
Hold your tongue. Captain, this time you're not going to tell them to go through. That defeats the whole purpose of this test. They're not supposed to be welcome or told or anything like this. From my understanding, correct?
Yes.
Then why would you tell them to go through the door?
That, unfortunately, was my mistake.
Let's try this again. You are not allowed back into this room. You can try, but you are not allowed back into the mess hall room.
Okay. Renata steps through the door with ease, as does Alicia. Anatole, on the other hand, runs into some concern. As he goes to make his motion towards the door, he looks over his shoulder at you. And closes it first.
What is the meaning of this?
Taking a set of keys, locks it, and turns around to approach you. And just says, "Please. I didn't mean to kill him."
So it's just Grim that's outside right now.
Correct.
Daz and I are still inside. Okay.
Correct. You guys just see the doors close, and based on both of your perceptions, that's it. You just see the door close.
We wouldn't have heard the lock click.
No.
Okay.
What's this guy's name again?
Which one?
The
over
one
here.
attacking.
That's Merche, or Merch, I'm going to call her. She is just I think she's like 18 years old, very young, just aspiring to become part of the soldiers, the knights.
Okay. Merch, come here a moment. I do not want to be alone right now. I want to make sure more than one set of ears can hear this.
Okay.
Don't get too close. And Grim is basically going to keep his weapon held, but not try and make any swinging motion.
Yep.
All right, and it's all purposeful or not. You've murdered somebody in this house, and clearly in only a fashion that a vampire can. Now, I have no real intention to kill you, unless you make a false move here.
Please.
Now,
I don't want to
I
die.
understand. I understand that those in that room will probably not share my patience.
No, they would kill me instantly. And you also see out of the corner of your eye that Murch actually reaches for a dagger.
Hey, still your hand. Here's what we're going to do. My party won't kill you. I have utmost faith in them in this. So, if you unlock this door, I will let one of them come out and keep an eye on you. Because I can't let you roam freely out here.
That's...
You have to understand that, correct?
I do. Oh, this is all too much. I was knocked down outside, and I think that's when this happened. Could... If you turn me in, they will surely kill me. I cannot... I do not wish to die. Could you and your friends help me escape before sunrise?
Escape would mean that we would more than likely die. You see the conundrum here. So, what I need is a moment with the rest of the group to explain a confinement idea that allows you to live for the time being while we determine an escape plan that is a bit more fitting. Does that sound agreeable? Trust me, my party will be on your side in this. Obviously, you have been attacked while we were out there. It was an unfortunate circumstance, and we'll find a way through this. So, if you unlock this door, I will let Dazeric through, and I will speak with everybody myself.
Just so I know,
Mm-hmm.
are you being honest with this person right now? Or are you trying to deceive him?
Semi. I do want him to go into some kind of confinement until I can regroup with everybody else, and then figure out whether or not it's good to kill him or not. I have no intentions of killing him until I group with the party.
Okay. Well...
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to describe to me what you are trying to do... Are you trying to persuade him? Are you trying to intimidate him? Or are you trying to just straight deceive him in this situation?
I'd say persuade. Persuade.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Sure will.
Fuck yeah!
I love that dice has fuck you on it. That's amazing.
I know, it's so good.
It also makes me really happy because that was a really high DC, and you just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, buddy.
He hesitantly hands you the keys and just says, okay, please, I don't want to die. If they find out, I will.
I understand. I have the keys now, and I will not unlock this door for any of them until we come to agreeable terms.
Okay. I will stand over here.
Perfect. Thank you for your understanding. Grim goes up to the door, unlocks it, opens it, goes inside. Dazeric, I will need you to step outside for the moment.
Dazeric kind of just looks back at Etienne, back at Grim. As walking past Grim outside, he'll just kind of whisper, "Keep an eye on that one in the back."
Will do.
And then walks out.
Okay. I'm going to close the door and lock it up. Okay. If everyone else would like to gather around the table. Okay, I'll go to the other side. Okay. So, clearly from this test, we have found our vampire culprit. Now, I want to reiterate here. This is not he has been this way the whole time. And this is he attacked at this time for a specific reason. He assures me that in the attacks outside is when he turned. Now, Captain, I need to know if you have any ideas on how to cure vampirism in any way.
No, it's not curable. If Anatole... Is it... I presume he's the only one out there with you. If he has turned, then we will have his head.
That's the next conflict I was going to talk to you about. We will not kill him right away. He may be useful in stopping the hordes that are outside. If we know of a vampire ourselves that won't be attacked by them, it could lead to our advantage.
Don't fully understand how we could leverage that. It's 1 versus 1,000.
Yes, but the 1,000 aren't going for that one, since they're one of their kin, correct? It's at
Do you
least
not
something.
understand the concept of a mole? No. I figured that
I
a
do-
captain.
I do
You'd be-
understand.
No, I'm talking to her, not you.
Oh,
obviously.
sorry.
Unfortunately, the death of Conrad needs to be repaid.
And it will, in his containment. We know the means of his containment right now, and there are many rooms in this place with 4 walls and a door. As long as we put him in one and do not allow him out, then he is trapped there. If during his containment, because of what he's become, he becomes vicious and loud and monsters similar to those outside the walls, then it might be a better idea to discuss this. But for now, we should wait. We actually have a vampire that is on agreeable terms, who has not even tried at my life while we were outside. And we should find out as much as we can about their kind.
I don't think he will know anything more than he does now just because he was bitten.
I don't think you are understanding. I'm going to say it nice, simple, and slow. He goes outside. He can find their main lair. He can find their litter, and bring back the information. Are you so small-minded that you cannot figure this out? I thought you were supposed to be a captain, no? This is very basic strategy, kind of. Come on, I am a simple bard. Even I know this.
And so far, he has his wits. We should use this to our advantage instead of making his head roll.
I will put it to a vote. Where's Merch?
Merch is outside with Daz and Anatole. So, I will take one of your men with me outside to count their vote. And then, just so it's not just me, and you don't have to just take my word for it, and then we will vote on the 5 of us here. Agreeable terms?
I'll take that. Renatus,
All right.
join the little one out to the door.
Out we go. Okay, Grim is going to go a little bit closer to Anatole, just to make sure. Okay, to explain the situation, right now we're putting it to a vote of whether Anatole has to pay for this crime with his life, or we allow him to live and hopefully find as much as we can about vampire kind to one day get out of this hellhole. Me and Sorry, his name is Raz something.
Renatus.
Renatus. Me and Renatus are out here to count your votes, and then we will vote inside.
Anatole at this
Anatole.
point just collapses to the ground and begins crying. He's like, I didn't mean to do it. I just want to live.
We understand. That's why I'm trying as much as I can on my behalf to make sure that your head does not roll. And that's why my vote is to keeping you alive.
The second you turn your back, he will turn his blade on me. As he points over, and Renatus already has his sword in hand.
That's why I'm over to this side. The only reason he's here is to make sure that I'm not being unfair and saying all 3 votes here count for you living.
Dazric as well, seeing Renatus' sword in hand, is going to take out his sword.
Okay.
Not pointing it at anybody, but just having it like pointed towards the ground, but in hand.
Grim is just going to put his hand, like, try and reach his hand up on his shoulder, but can't reach, so he's just going to nug at his clothes around the elbow, and just basically say, a civil war between 2 people we know aren't the culprit is not going to help here. If you want to fight with your votes.
I don't plan to fight. I also don't plan to get killed with my sword at its hilt.
So let's see what your vote is, so we can get back inside.
Renatus at this point speaks up and says, his head will roll. My vote, you'll hear inside. Merch, you know what to do. And she just kind of sheepishly just looks down at her feet for a moment. Lets out a very heavy sigh. And says death.
As your vote.
What? Confinement. I don't plan to let him die.
That's correct. Confinement for now. And possibly using the fact that he is a vampire right now to find a way out of this hellhole.
If that's what you and Lorelai have agreed on, I'm with you.
Understood. All right,
Lorelai
so
has
now-
not given her vote yet, just so you know.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
Grim,
know that.
Grim isn't gonna say anything about that, and he's just gonna motion Renatus to head. Let's head back inside.
He's gonna also bring Merch in as well. He doesn't want her out here.
Understood. Daz, I'm sure you can handle yourself out here. I trust you. And he's gonna
Not
go
worried.
outside, close the door, lock the door.
At this point, Anatole is just openly weeping into his hands, so...
Also, seeing Renatus go back into the room and the door closed, Dazric is going to sheath his sword.
Okay.
Grim going back over here. Woo! Okay, so now that Merch is back in here, there's only one vote out there, and that is my man Dazdoric, and he votes for life. Whereas Merch and Renatus have already showed their vote as death. And my vote is for life as well. So right now it stands tied. Between the 3 of you who haven't voted yet, you'll decide the fate.
Etienne pipes up at this point. This is all foolishness. Alright, strike that from the record. He was just kind of fummaging with his plate. He just kind of looks up at everyone and says, "This is all foolishness. Let him live."
Understood. That means one more vote for Liv means that he lives.
Alicia pipes up. We swore an oath at this very table. To hell with all creatures of the night. Those who consume blood to sustain their life must die. I love him. He's a brother. He is afflicted. He faces death.
Looks like you're the deciding vote, Lorelai.
Yeah, I don't care one way or another.
Generally not how voting works.
Yeah, I don't care.
Hmm.
Whatever you want, Grim, I don't care. My vote is for whatever Grim wants.
Understood. My vote was life.
Yeah.
So let's
Then
keep
life
it
it is,
living
I
for now.
suppose.
I reassure everyone here that has picked death. If he ever turns into a monster, like the ones outside, who cannot control himself, then obviously there's no other choice. As for right now, he has his wits, and we should use him to try and escape this hellhole. At this point, Grim is going to go up to the door, unlock it, and motion for the two guys to come inside.
Does that mean I can go in?
Yes, you are allowed in.
He just kind of slinks in around the corner and just sits on the floor by the door.
Dazik is going to position himself kind of between Anatol and Renatus.
Okay.
Assuming this orientation is accurate.
Yep.
Anatole, to let you know what we've decided. For now, you shall live. But there are conditions on your life. Right now, we obviously cannot allow you to roam this place freely. Any individual room in this building requires you to be allowed in each room. As of right now, you are not. This will allow us to keep eyes on where you are, on your current state, and to make sure that nobody else falls, accidental or not.
Okay.
Condition 2. If you do turn into anything like those creatures outside, or you make attempt at anybody in here, then we have no other choice. Your head will have to roll.
Okay.
And third, we need to use your wits while you have them to try and find a way to get out of here and stop the vampire horde that's outside. Do you agree to help us in this course?
I can just try.
Understood. Okay. As for right now, the hour is late. Captain, do you know the most suitable room to keep our man here in?
Quite honestly, here.
Makes sense to me.
Can I get another perception check from all of you?
Sure.
Absolutely.
My battle is gonna suck. I can see it right now.
100%. You're gonna roll on that one immediately.
Yeah. A big oof is coming.
Yeah. Of that. How did we do here? Ooh, pretty good. As you guys are having this conversation, the floor starts to rumble. The chairs start to just vibrate, almost as if there's an earthquake. And the crates and boxes around the room start to shift as one falls over and crashes to the ground. The door slams shut. Another one flies open. Things are just falling over in the kitchen. You can hear the rumbling of pots and pans hitting the ground. As you turn your attention to Anatole, and his form is shifting slightly. It's like there's I don't know how to explain this very well, but I'm going to try and do my best. There are moments where you almost see like a face like push its way through its skin on like out of the side of his face. Almost as if there's something trying to get out, and his body starts to shift in
Like Voldemort on the back of that dude's head.
kind of, but it's not like a face isn't forming. It's just like something pushing through the skin,
okay.
and like you can just see like something is trying to push its way through like a tarp. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of like that. And there are swirls of reds and purples, and just this gross movement. As the swirls of red and purple get more intense, and they just explode into a cloud. I would like everyone to roll into initiative as soon as I get this organized.
God damn it.
Hey, I got the right guy.
You did!
What was the goal of this thing? So I'm happy. Now I'm going to die because my rolls were ridiculous.
Now
on the
you
way.
roll a nat 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're good
yes.
for initiative, by the way, Astra.
Yes.
You're good to roll your initiative.
Okay.
Where's the...
Oh, yeah, my initiative's great.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Okay, well, that's not bad. I'm alright with that.
Hold up. I gotta do some setting things.
Hey.
My HUD is way too big. Whee. Now it's way too small.
Just right. You'll be alright,
just-
Goldilocks.
Just want to say, I don't know if they were supposed to be hidden, but they were not hidden.
Oh, did you see those numbers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Someone got a
Most
nat 20.
indeedy.
Glad it was a fucking initiative roll, though.
Alright, let me just
Because
fix
we
that real
weren't
quick.
supposed to see that.
Yeah. I would imagine we'd be able to see everything else if that's the case.
Oh, a nat 1 and
Yeah.
nat 20. That's pretty dope.
Okay.
Oh, I have Alicia's name spelled Avong.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Silver, make sure you on-target merged as well before you crack her in the back of the head with a
Murder
hammer
him?
by mistake.
Yeah, yeah sure.
Wait, that's what I wanted to do, though.
Don't tell me how to play my game.
Oh, I'm also missing something.
This music it's kind of awesome.
Right?
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Ba-na, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
There we go. God, doing this single screen is way worse.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
This would be horrible to play. One screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
I could only imagine DMing it.
It's a little bit difficult, I won't lie.
God.
Just gonna hit the begin combat button.
I mean, you do have another monitor. You just have a small desk.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So that is that. That's cool.
And I'm here debating getting a third monitor.
I know. Depending on whether or not Astra takes that monitor, I might steal it.
I have one ready to go. I can't fit on my desk, so I'd have to mount it on the wall.
We just gave you an 8-foot desk.
That's a
That's-
workbench.
That's a workbench.
Yeah.
And with that attitude, sure.
It doesn't. No, that bench doesn't fit in my office
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
because like my office has weird walls where it has like walls sticking out, for piping.
Oh.
so it won't actually fit along. It might,
Hmm,
but I don't think
gotcha.
so.
I gotcha.
Now I'm curious, is this gonna work properly? Probably not.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
I'm loving it.
Alright, cool.
Kill me, I'm here.
As Anatol's body swirls into this purple cloud, shrieks of bats also come from the ceiling. Almost
good.
appearing out of nowhere.
Oh, jeez.
And
Oh,
let's get them into the counter.
No! Let's not get them in the counter.
Alright.
I can't see the DM rolls anymore.
I wonder why.
You can on the combat tracker.
Yeah, you can there. Okay.
Which both of them are before you.
Yep.
Okay. So, at this moment in time, is a raging, swirling cloud of purple and red smoke. This thing is huge, by the way. It's not like a small one that you saw out on the road. This thing is like it's filling this entire
I mean-
20-foot.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's
Ceiling.
20 foot by 20 foot, is it not?
Well, 15 by 15.
15 by 15.
Yeah, but this is a 20-foot ceiling in this room, and it is like a mini tornado just swirling at the moment. All right. So
Who's
as
gonna die today?
someone, Merch is the first one to leap up from the table, grabbing her short bow from her back, and firing several arrows into this creature. Oh, sorry, it's not a short bow, it's a long bow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Compensating much?
first one's a hit. And knocks another arrow. And this one goes a little wide and clanks off the wall as you all see her just kind of trembling, at which point she just then turns and runs and hides basically underneath the table over here. Lorelei, you are up.
Alrighty then. I am going to I'm casting Bane on this so fast.
Oh, that was my move. Big Satch.
Do you want to cast Bane?
No, go ahead.
I for some reason have a spell slot used.
Yeah, because we only got a short rest.
Yeah, you didn't get a long rest.
Right.
And I didn't get any rest.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I
No.
wonder why.
Yeah. I'm casting Bane so fast. So yeah, Lorelei is going to cast Bane.
That's a failure on the saving throw.
Good. Why is it what? Katoshi?
Katoshi.
Katoshi.
Is that what the fucking circle is? The
Um,
small?
Yeah, it is called a katosh.
Oh, okay.
None of you know what this is. It's just a giant, huge
Yeah, I mean,
cloud
well,
of smoke.
yeah, obviously.
It's like the nightmare that you guys saw back in the town square when you first had that little fight. But bigger.
Way bigger.
So much
God,
bigger.
no more dogs.
Alright, and then Lorelei is going to cast Bardic Inspiration onto Daz. So you just see her take out her bone flute and just play a very macabre kind of melody that's kind of fitting with this nightmare that is happening right now. And that's it. I end my turn. I gotta fix my UI, much like I can't end it right now. If you could force it for me, DM.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think since the server changed, it got real big.
Yeah.
That might actually have been why things didn't kind of hold. But the swarm of bats in the corner
There we go.
swoop in and make an attack against little old Merch. She's just hiding. She's just trying to hide away. And they just kind of flutter around her and she screams, but nothing happens.
I don't like that.
And
I like this a lot less.
to clarify what just happened, they rolled a nat 1. They're just flying around her.
Okay.
Yeah. And I figure that needs some clarification.
Okay. I thought they were setting up for something like it'd be a magic trick. The swarm of bats would do a tornado around Merch, and then Merch would be a vampire.
No.
Like swarm of bats provide reveal.
As you hear her scream, the giant swirling cloud of cloudiness swoops through the three of you.
Oh dear.
And then over to the other side of the room, which would prompt Daz, Grim, and Alicia for opportunity attacks.
Excellent.
I was so close to a nat 20.
I knew I'd.
At
It is
least,
the worst when you can watch it like roll off of the 20 at the last like millisecond. You're just like,
both Alicia and Grim miss as they swing for it. They just kind of go through the tail end of the wisp. But Daz, you position your scimitar just perfectly, and you slash straight through it, the center of it, doing a little bit of damage.
I'm going to be right back real quick because my turn's not coming up for a couple turns yet.
Yep. And when it gets here, it lets out a devastating shriek in the direction of Alicia. And alright. 6 plus that would be that, minus that is... Okay, that's correct. I had to make sure that was rolling correctly, and it misses terribly because Bane made it roll 4 less. And, I think I can do that again. I can do that again. It lets out another one. Feel free to use a reaction on that.
Yeah, I think I'm going. I was thinking about it.
I'm gonna say you definitely should.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Abs.
Okay, let me roll another d20, because if I crit you again, that's gonna be hilarious. I rolled an 18. So I think that's still gonna hit you.
Oh dear. I don't like.
18 plus 7 is 25. 21. Does 21 still hit? Hello?
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Oh, okay.
For me, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, 21 hits, but at least you don't take 20 damage this time. You just take 10. So let me undo the damage and apply half.
Yeah, sorry, I had to sneeze.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, I just crit you and rolled 3 5s and a 1 for the damage.
Yay!
So, that's been repaired. But
Thank you. I'm still dying.
yeah, that was a big
pain.
hit. And the third blast goes towards Daz.
Oh, I'm right in time.
And I hit you for a decent chunk of damage.
Okay.
How much damage
nice.
did you just?
1 more than I did to you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. We're gonna die, y'all.
Grim, you're up.
Well, Grim's gonna go up here, and I'm going to bonus action first, because that's what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
And then do my Searing Samoit, which will do 5 damage if it do a thing. Why is it? No.
So roll your attack.
I will. Yep, that's about right.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Yep. Back to the beginning of hell. Or purgatory.
Why did you just take 2 damage?
Because apparently Searing might hit me? No. Did Searing Smite hit me?
I'm just gonna undo that damage. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
If
Okay.
Searing Smite misses, you just take the damage. Take 2
Sure.
damage. That'd be hilarious.
It does seem like it gave
no.
you 5 rounded down, so that would make sense for some reason.
Oh well.
Okay, there's something broken about that. I'll fix it eventually.
Yeah. I somehow succeeded with the 25 saving roll. So I must have hit a 20 on Constitution saving.
Oh yeah, look at that. It did target you.
Huh.
Right.
Yeah,
Well-
you nat 20'd the save. So you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reward you for that. You nat 20'd the save. I'm gonna give you a second attack.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's do it.
Not giving you the nat 20, but I'm gonna give you another attack.
Yeah, don't worry. I would never hit it.
I appreciate that. I really do. Like, I'm really happy that you allow me to give you a boss monster that you couldn't kill. That would, I mean, why would I ever do something like that for you?
Oh, crazy. Crazy.
All right. At this point, Edgen is still sitting at the table, just kind of like less than pleased at what's about to happen. As his body starts to creak and crack, and you just watch his fingers extend as the nails dig into the table, and his jaw snaps. and begins to push forward out through his face as black fur begins to grow
Oh, he's a wolf.
all over him.
Hey, it's
He's
a
a
woofy
wolf.
boy.
He's a woofy boy.
I knew it.
In my
And
soul, I knew it.
as he finishes his transformation, he leaps towards the cloud of smoke with a bite and a scratch.
I was really hoping that he was going to be a werewolf.
I figured that's what it was gonna be. But
Yeah.
Bruh, I roll terrible on the first one, but then I nat 20 the second one.
I mean, I'll take it.
As he just digs in with a couple of claws, and you just see a couple of wisps of smoke just air off. And that's it for him. It's not even Renatus' turn before he's leaping across the table with his greatsword out, and with glee, making
I
two
finally get to murder.
very heavy swings into this creature. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm missing the first roll every time, but I hit the second one. And
Again, I'll take it.
Yes.
Um,
Beer back to me.
Sure. He is going to use his leadership role. On Grim, who is not here, so he doesn't know I just did this. But basically, Grim will now get an extra D4 for every attack. Curious if this will do it. It won't do it. Okay. I'm just gonna get him to roll D4s manually. Okay, welcome back. You currently have
A thing?
a thing.
Nothing.
60 seconds, 10 rounds. Effects, add. Attack rolls. Hold on one second. This is gonna take
I
me.
don't see the thing that I am.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Jiminy Christmas.
So greedy.
What?
Um,
What? What part of that is greed?
No, excuse me.
Greedy, 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 greedy.
Greedy, 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 greedy.
It'd be greedy if I knew it was a good thing. I don't know
it
if
is
it's a good
it
thing.
is a good thing. It is
It
a good
is a
thing.
very
Okay.
good thing.
Cool. Excellent.
Then gimme.
Yeah.
Gimme,
Then
gimme,
hurry
gimme,
up and
gimme.
gimme.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we'll see. So Renatus has given you his leadership and is boasting, basically, giving you an extra bit of oomph. He said, as he looks down at you and says, "Actually hit it this time. You from now on, you get to add a D4 to each of your melee attacks."
Oh, don't worry. It won't matter.
It should do it automatically now. It might not, because I did that on the fly, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
As for the other swarm of bats, that's going to come down and swoop in and attack Alicia. And miss. Okay. Dazric, show him what you got.
All right.
Show me what you've got.
Yes.
I am going to use my bonus action to down a compound.
Yay, rage!
With rage.
I would like to
Rage,
rage.
rage, fucking
Rage!
And I'm gonna target that thing and swing my sword at it. And now I get. So this has always been something I don't know if we've ever discussed it. Bardic Inspiration means that I'm supposed to roll without knowing if it hits. You know what I mean? So, but if I roll, I automatically know if it hits. You want me to roll a d20 separately?
So just roll your attack, and if you want to use it, you can use it. I think it's a choice, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to know if your attack hits, but I automatically know if my attack hits when I target it and roll my attack.
That's a
Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to the ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. The creature can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use Bardic Inspiration die, but must declare before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Situational bonus. Add the d6 if you want to.
Yeah, basically that. I'm not gonna hold that against you. Like that's a bonus to you.
It's just because,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's just because Foundry just does things so instantaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
thing.
You don't need it
doesn't
anyway.
matter.
Huge, dude. Huge.
Nice.
All
We
right.
take these.
We take
Yep.
these.
And oh, never mind. I can't do that. Sad. All right. Well, yeah. That's Dazrik's turn. That was nice. That felt good.
All right. I like that. That felt really good.
That was nice. I like that a lot.
That's some big freaking damage. Holy crap.
He hit me. I hit him back.
Big damn.
All right. It's now Alicia's turn as she is being swarmed by bats at the moment, and she
Lovely.
just takes her sword and just begins
Slashing at them wildly.
precisely. As she digs in, she hits twice, doing some big damage.
Go.
Not enough to take it down, but big enough damage. As she kind of rotates and distances herself from the swirling cloud, thinking that you guys have this kind of under control. Back to the
Well,
top of the
that's foolish.
round. Abso-friggin-lutely it is. But anyway. Back to the top of the round. It's Merch's turn. She's going to drop her bow, take out her short sword, and begin slashing at the bats on her side as well. However, being slightly too scared to really do much with it, she only connects and knocks out a couple of the bats from the swarm. Lorelei, you are up.
Okay. I am going to... I don't want to do Dissonant Whispers because I don't want it to run away. That one's no good. This one's not good. Yeah, is this considered a humanoid? Probably not, hey.
No.
No, okay. Alright, Vicious Mockery cantrip it is, my friends.
What? Are you targeting something else too?
Mm.
Still
No?
targeting the vampire swan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
fair.
old vampire spawn from another map.
Weird.
What?
I don't
Hilarious.
know what that was about.
Your mockery power is just so wild.
It's just
Too
unreal.
strong.
it, whatever you just did doesn't seem to have phased it whatsoever.
Ah. Okay. Oh.
Oh, I wanted to mention. Can you guys hear Tucker chewing on his bone in the background?
Only when you're talking, very occasionally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
It's not a big deal.
Why can't I cast Healing Word at 2nd level? That's stupid.
I don't think you have any 2nd level spell. Oh no, you do.
I do.
So you would have to cast Healing Word, and then there is an option when you're in there to upscale it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Normally just gives me the feature to like straight cast it at 2nd or 1st level.
Some spells don't though. Some spells are just one slot.
I don't think it's something that you can do in this.
Nice try at muting and saying something.
Yeah, no, he came over and scared the
Yeah.
crap out of me, actually. He came up
Sorry.
behind me, I wasn't expecting it. It's no big deal. Alright, with that, Lorelai's just gonna end her turn, being visibly frustrated that her vicious mockery did not work.
Okay. This swarm of bats is gonna keep swirling around Merch. Not able to connect whatsoever. They're just swarming her, and she's just screaming.
They're just both wildly swinging at each other and nothing's happening.
That's exactly what's happening.
Love it.
She's not hitting them, and they're not hitting her. They're both moving so fluidly. However, it is now the
Like a
turn
dance.
of the big creature,
Oh dear.
and it's just lashing out. That's a parry. That should have missed, I think. Parry's not working. Yeah, parry's not working. That's unfortunate. Undo that damage. That should have been a miss. And then it comes in for another attack. Landing
Hold
the
on.
blow.
On who?
Etienne there.
Oh, dang it.
And then the third one is right over here towards Daz, as that also seems to miss.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is about you guys and your Bane casts, but they shut down
It's
the creatures every time, even though, like, traditionally,
literally,
it never has done that.
if it wasn't for Bane, we would have lost this campaign 4 times over.
Facts.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it got so good.
I also don't. But that's... it's going to try and separate itself from all of you at this point, and it flies
Fair.
through you
Oh.
once again to the other side of the room, flanking young
Then I will
Birch.
Feel the wrath of my maul.
Honestly, everyone here, all 5 of you here get melee attacks of opportunity if you have a melee weapon out right now.
And leadership adds what now?
A D4. It should have done it correctly.
Okay, it is there. It is there.
Okay.
So much damage.
Well,
how do
it didn't
I-
matter.
It didn't pop up on me. I can't remember.
No,
how to
it
do
wouldn't be a
that.
pop-up. Just highlight it and do a melee attack if you have your melee weapon out.
I do, I only have a melee weapon.
Just remember that if you do this, you don't get to use a reaction. Like, that is your reaction.
That's
Yes. So, like, your silvery barbs won't get to
fine. That's fine.
play.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't target it. It takes another 8 points of damage. Do.
And with these compounds, Daz is just slamming people.
Yes, he is.
I love it.
Grim would be if you could actually hit anything.
So, in actual fact, as it gets to about right here, Renatus just slices through it with his greatsword and visibly cuts the cloud in 2. And as he does
good.
so,
Oh,
goodness.
good.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
good.
Phase
We
2!
Woo!
this is not my final form.
Oh god. This isn't even my final form.
Isn't even my final form.
Yeah, right, Cloud.
Oh no, I was thinking Frieza, dude.
That
It's
is
the
the
cloud.
correct one.
It's a cloud. I'm talking about the thing.
Oh, I thought
itself.
you meant Cloud from fucking
No.
Final Fantasy.
No.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I also got the same
You animals.
inclination.
You animals.
I've never played Final Fantasy, so I don't even know if he has forms. All right. I feel disappointed silence.
Doesn't. I mean, I've
Mostly
never played
from-
Final Fantasy VII. Well, played the new one.
Okay, here's it. Last year, I only found out that Cloud is only in one game. I thought he was like the main character in all of them.
Okay, that is concerning.
That's how little.
Here's when we get canceled.
This is the disappointment is now.
I'm sorry. I've never played them. I don't care about them, and I know I probably should, but I just don't.
It's okay.
That's fair.
I also didn't have. I think it was on PlayStation. I didn't have a PlayStation growing up, so.
Is it my turn to murder the thing, or is it splitting in two?
Just a second. I've got to do things on my end, okay?
I wish
Very-
to miss again. I wish to go miss again.
I was gonna say,
Satisfy me.
very optimistic. You think you're gonna hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. Okay, well, it's dead. Yay, I don't have to hit it ever again.
Don't talk so delightfully yet.
Okay.
Don't anger the
dogs are
DM.
back.
That's what you
Okay.
do.
I don't quite. I just erased that from the combat tracker. I meant to just add these where it was. I think it just naturally rolled where it was.
Incorrect.
Was it after
It was
Lorelei?
Yes, it was after the swarm of bats.
Oh, was
'Cause
it?
It was right before me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will update both of these.
Okay. Now, that being said, is one of them getting a turn now? Or is it still my turn?
Technically, it's used its action. This is just something that's happened, so it is your turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go up to the first one and target it,
Hmm.
and then I'm gonna attempt a swing at a thing.
Go for it. You didn't target it.
I did,
Not on my screen,
See?
but it did do the damage. So
and then add 1d6, and it's now on fire.
okay, you presume that it can be burnt, but I will. You want to roll me the d6, or did you
Sure.
already do that? No, you didn't do that.
There you go.
All right, that does.
One extra damage. So now, at the start
Yeah,
of each of its
one
turns
extra damage.
until the spell ends. Yeah, at the start of each of its turns, it must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it does 1d6 fire damage. On a
Okay.
successful save, it ends.
Remind me of that every time it has a turn.
Sure will. And also, I'm going to now Divine Smite it.
Mmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Shabams. So I'm out of spell slots, but I did
Yikers.
as much damage as I could do, which was not a lot.
I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you. You notice that the Divine Smite hit it pretty goddamn hard. Like, it seemed to impact it more so than your Flaming Strike.
Ooh.
Take that information and do with it what you will. Is that it for your turn, Grim?
Yes, it is.
Alright. Etchin is a little bit pissed off, and he jumps off, snarling towards this creature, and latches in with a bite. Missing, of course, and following up with his claws and hitting, of course.
Of course.
Because why would I ever hit with the thing that does the big damage?
Right?
Ending his turn, Renatus at this point, didn't mean to hold and ping that time, runs past Etchin on the table. This is also really funny that you guys are just standing on the table at this point.
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yee.
I have never in my life made that roll before.
What's happening? I don't like this.
I don't either.
Right.
I don't like it at all. Oh no. I don't like it when the DM sighs.
I mean,
That's
DM
awesome. I like it.
what?
What?
As
Actually, no, it's his turn. That's bad.
yeah, as Fernatus tries to step around
Wow.
Etienne on the table, he actually loses his footing on the edge of the table as the table tips over.
Oh my god.
Can I get
Acrobatics?
acrobatics from
I'm
Dazeric,
not on the table.
Grim, and I'll roll Etienne's here in a second.
Acrobat.
But this mother trucker is
Nope.
prone. As soon as I find the prone option, there it is.
He flipped the table, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm about to flip the table too.
Wait.
Damn it!
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, did you say I also needed to give an acrobatics?
You're on the table. Make
You're on the
save.
table.
My mistake.
Ripperoni.
I'm so acrobatic.
Yeah, and I am not. I'm tripping over my little tiny feet.
Oh, your little feet.
No, okay. I want to describe this. I've missed with my maul so many times. I was pleased with the last hit, and then the table got knocked over while I was admiring my maul. It like came down heavy side first, and while I was trying to catch myself, I tripped over the head of the maul and fell to the floor.
That's beautiful, and I love it. And
Yeah.
as this happens, the impact of your maul on the table steadies it. So you just fall prone. The table doesn't tip over, but you are prone at the moment.
All right, 2.
However, both Etienne and Renatus have fallen off the table, hit the stool on the way down, and are both writhing in pain on the floor.
Excellent.
Dazeric. What has happened to Dazeric? He's just chilling, right?
He
He's-
rolled the table like a mechanical bull, like he took it away.
Absolutely.
He kickflipped that bitch. Just full kickflip. It's
As the
fine.
table is tipping away from you, you kind of just do this thing where you lean over the edge in the opposite direction, almost as if to kind of weigh the table back towards you, and then the impact of Grimm's maul hitting the table allows you to shift your weight to root the table and stop it from wobbling any further.
Nice.
However, you do hear some creaking and cracking of the table beneath you, almost as if to say that it might not stay up too much longer.
Get the fuck off the table.
As this other swarm of bats continues to swirl around Alicia, missing, because Jesus, I can't hit a damn shot. Daz, you're up.
Enough of the bad stats. Go.
Daz?
Sorry.
Question
mark,
I
please.
misheard. I thought.
Shooketh.
Is someone else
sorry.
playing WoW?
No, I'm just sleepy. All right. Dad's gonna run right up to this guy and swing his sword. Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice hits.
Alright. Okay.
And now we're gonna hit him again with my other sword.
Drive me closer so I can hit them with my sword.
Oh my god, he did. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Daz is gonna just like look really proud of himself and just ready himself for the counterattack.
Grim on the ground, seeing him just obliterate this dream, is just gonna look at his maul in his hand, like, really? His tiny sword's gonna hit this thing, but this can't.
I think it's more the pilot than the machine here. But anyway.
Judge me.
Alicia is frantically swinging her sword. This is a very large sword trying to hit a lot of tiny bats, but she manages to connect and cleaves out a good 4 or 5 of them from this swarm. However, the second time she swings, she just kind of spins herself in like a tornado, Hyrule style, and loses her balance a little bit. But she catches herself. But she doesn't kill any more bats.
God, is everyone still drunk?
Probably. Merch, however, doesn't have any excuses other than the fact that she just wants to make friends with these things. They're so pretty. They're so pretty.
Oh
I don't
my
want to attack them. Oops, I didn't mean to attack twice, but it doesn't matter. Both of them missed anyway.
Oh.
It's just a sword stance, that's all.
That's all that's happening over here. She's just kind of flailing and screaming. Lorelei, you're up.
Fun was had by all today.
Somebody's gonna replace his dice real soon.
Oh my god. Yeah, Lorelei is just going to vicious mockery.
Nice.
Fuck me, dude.
Well,
That
awkward.
Alright.
succeeds on the save by a big number.
Alright, well now I'm just gonna move over here, or actually right there, so I can deal with the bats. Actually, right here. I'm just gonna get in the middle. So I can try and deal with those bats afterwards. I am going to... Have you used your Bardic Inspiration yet, Des?
Haven't needed it.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Last for 10 minutes.
Seeing that Grim is very obviously struggling here.
Very obviously.
I mean, he hasn't been hit yet.
Oh.
But he's tripping, he's
No,
falling.
the only thing that's happened is I've knocked myself over.
Yeah, and that is, in Lorelei's eyes, you're very obviously struggling. So she's just gonna sigh, take out her bone flute, and then just, like, play like a wah, wah, wah.
I'm so inspired by the melodic tune.
And that's my turn.
I quite honestly love that. As the swarm of bats continues to swirl around Merch. Sweet God.
They're just vibing over there, just dancing away to the
Between- Let me tell you something real quick. The bats have a +4. Okay.
Okay.
Merch's AC is 13. The bat's AC is 12. Neither of them have hit each other one time. She has 2 attacks.
They're just vibing.
This is the 3rd round. They have had 9 attacks at this point between the 2 of them.
God.
One of them hit for 1 damage.
Just let them vibe.
I love that.
Oh, this is just.
Ugh.
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 Alright. Well, they missed again. Anyway, it's besides the point. And hey, Grim.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
You remember how back in
No
the
dogs!
town square,
No dogs.
this dog, this giant, drooling,
I'm
snarling
already
dog
knocked
just
out.
came out of nowhere and lunged at you?
Already knocked out.
Yeah, you are. I need... I think this is going to roll the damage before I do it, so I'm just going to not click the button.
I need to roll a save, I imagine.
Yes. Roll me a
Oh,
wisdom saving throw, please.
Don't worry, it's not combat, so I'm good.
Yeah, you are, as
God
you're just
damn it.
staring at the ceiling for a moment, and you just see the image of this dog lunge through the bricks in the ceiling above you. And as it's maybe like 3 inches away from your face, it just disappears into a cloud of smoke.
I gotta get up and start hitting things so this can end.
And then this thing is going to use its bonus action to fly away from you 15 feet and then up 35.
This room is 20 feet high?
Yep. So it's up 20.
I get an attack of opportunity, perhaps?
Unfortunately, no, because it has used the disengage action.
Okay. Sounds good.
Almost because it is, how you would say, wounded. This one, however, is not.
Oh god, that was so cheerful. I hate it.
Yes.
No,
But yes, though.
but
As
no.
you look into this, I didn't even describe this creature. I should have. You haven't seen one of these before. It is a lighter shade of the pinks and purples that you've normally seen. And if you look closely enough at it, you see kind of the silhouettes of just people going about their business. Not like dangerous people with swords and stuff, but just people going about, you know, their day to day. However, as you look continuously into it, you see a darker shadow come from the inside and lunge out through and into you. Successfully hitting.
Wait a minute.
And punching
prone.
straight through your chest.
Hold up. Prone people can't do reactions, right?
I don't.
I think that's correct.
I don't think so, but I will check.
Hold on.
I don't think that's a restriction on prone.
Please check.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Prone. Your only movement option is to crawl unless you stand up. You have a disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against you have advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna react then.
Okay.
By taking them all and rolling over and just attempting to intercept.
Okay. Reduce the damage. Okay, roll your d10.
All right, 4. Just stop there.
What's your proficiency? 3?
3, I believe.
Or is it 2 right now? No, it's 2 right now.
No, it's 2.
So that's
Proficiency.
6.
So I heal 6.
You heal 4. You took 10. It blocks 6, so you take 4 damage.
Yeah, but I heal 6
Yes,
because
sorry,
like the damage
sorry.
already happened. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
My bad. That's bad math.
No, all good. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. That's all.
You bet we are, and
'Cause I was getting real scared there for a second.
it's also going to use
Got
its
you,
bonus
friendo.
action to fly away and then fly up to the ceiling. Grim, you're up.
Fan freaking tastic. All right. So Grim is going to hold on. What is Grim going to do? Grim is going to first stand up. So by prone. And he is going to lay some hands.
Will the real Grim please stand up?
Yes. Onto Dazaric for, let's say, 13.
Ooh.
So I'm going to get rid of 13. Yeah, I healed 1 before. So this leaves me at 6 for my lay on hands.
And I gained 13 health.
You sure do.
Sweet.
Oh, that's not bad at all, actually.
Nope. And then Grim, because of what happened to the table, is going to get down off the table. Like basically looking up at the stream, kind of doing like a chest bump gorilla style, trying to get it to come back down and end his turn.
Okay. Etienne kind of shakes his head and growls a little bit and tries very much in failure to climb up the wall and reach out and try and scratch at the creature, but he misses, unfortunately, because he cannot get high enough to do so.
Oh, come on. Do with acrobatics and see if he gets 20.
He can't jump that high anyway. But I can try, I guess. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, see if he gets 20. If he gets 20, it's worth it.
He didn't.
Okay, Sag.
Renatus, on the other hand, gets back to his feet. Arguably, you could say that the reason why he couldn't is because he had to stand up and he lost half of his movement. I'm just gonna
Yeah, that makes sense.
put that out there. But anyway, he's going to sheath his greatsword and take out his heavy crossbow, but due to action economy, he cannot, in fact, use it just yet. But he has it out and at the ready. This swarm of bats is going to continue trying to attack Alicia over here. Eventually, he's going to give up. It's eventually just going to give up because it missed again. Dazric, you're up.
Bats are pissed.
All right. Dazric is going to. He's not too worried about the bats, so he's going to switch to his crossbow.
You definitely shouldn't be worried about the bats.
Yeah. He's
They're
gonna switch to
totally
his
a threat.
crossbow.
They're totally a threat.
So
Poor bats.
since I switched to my crossbow, I'm not able to shoot it, right?
Depends on how you go about switching to your crossbow. If you go through your free action to stow your current weapons, it is your action then to remove your crossbow. If you just drop your weapons, you can take out your crossbow.
Oh no, I'm gonna stow him. I don't want to just drop him.
Yeah. I mean, you just got them repaired, so I mean, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, so
Stab them in the table. Super cool, like.
I'm going to stow my swords, bring out my crossbow, ready a bolt, and end my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I am gonna end my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Remind me, does your Liquid Rage only work on melee attacks, or is it any attack?
Weapon attacks.
Fantastic. Holy shit, she actually fucking hit the bats.
Oh my god, let's
Holy
go!
shit, she hit them twice, guys!
Guys, we're
Let's
winning
go!
tonight.
And
Bats
she
are
killed
dead!
the bats that she was fighting.
My god.
I kind of yelled that, my
That's
bad, but and as she makes the final swipe, she cuts them down and sprints out here, dropping her greatsword in the process.
Yeah, dear.
And removing her crossbow. Merch is going to give it her best shot. Maybe finally, actually, probably, possibly connecting.
Potentially.
She connects. And rolled another 1 on her damage. And then she's going to miss the next one. Oh no, she hits this one too!
Oh my god.
I'll get them go.
For
They grow
another
up so
one.
She's
fast.
finally making hits. Lorelei, it is your turn.
Oh god, what did I just do with my window? Alright, I'm going to target this one up at the top. Oh god,
Okay.
excuse me. And my Vicious Mockery has not been doing well.
I don't think you have any uses of that left.
It's a cantrip.
Enter.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Dissonant Whispers is the one
I was
thinking
looking at
of.
Dissonant Whispers, yep. My bad.
Yeah.
I would say you've done Vicious Mockery enough at this point that you would 100% just know it has 0 effect.
Yeah.
Even if they fail to save.
Oh my god.
That's rude.
Okay.
That's a success.
Lorelei can't do shit against these. Alright.
Yeah, talk about can't do shit to the people 20 feet up in the air for the tiny little wench of kind.
Lorelei's getting very visibly frustrated. And, I'm just gonna end my turn. She doesn't
Okay.
have ranged.
I mean, maybe that'll affect your spell choice going forward.
Mm-hmm.
The bats swoop in for another attack and actually connect for the first time this entire combat.
Everybody's attacking everybody and hitting and
As like 10 of these bats all just fly in and latch on to Murch, and she just screams in pain.
What the hell?
Next up, our lovely nightmarish friend.
don't.
I'll be right back.
Swoops down on like an downward angle over the table and directs its attention towards Lorelei. As I need you to roll me
No.
a wisdom saving throw, which I think you're actually pretty good at.
I'm not bad. It's
I'm
alright.
supposed to be.
Oh, my
As
roll
is
didn't
she
make
against-
it.
However,
Yeah.
that is indeed a failure,
No.
What are you afraid of?
as the waves of just spinning energy just kind of twist and distort your vision for a moment. And all around you, you just see skeletons animate, almost out of nowhere. And they are in every direction. You don't really know what's what at the moment.
Can it be
You-
canon that they're dancing to spooky, scary skeletons, which is
Spooky,
not a type of
scary
music
skeletons.
that Lorelei would appreciate? Because it's stupid.
I feel like Lorelei would very much appreciate that.
No, you already went. Remember the guy at the bar that you didn't appreciate the nonsense? You don't appreciate nonsense.
Oh, that's true. I don't appreciate nonsense.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
But you could say at the start of your next turn, I'm gonna need you to roll me a d10.
Okay.
As for, I've missed 2 rounds worth of fire damage.
Oh.
Oh, poopy! Yes, you have. Potential fire damage. Do a roll.
What's the save again?
12.
Oh, like what save? Constitution?
Constitution, yes.
Okay. Saved.
Stat. Well, save as soon as
And-
it's saved, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
Wrecked.
Yeah, it rolled a
So
19.
Grim, don't worry, Grim is not doing damage again. Big whoop.
On this side of things, this creature swoops over towards Murch, bringing itself down about 5 feet over the table. And going to do a thing.
It is.
Yes.
Flipping way, dude.
And this thing is going to be one of these. Which hits.
Oh! Okay. Okay.
And this poor, innocent little girl, as this cloud of happy-ish pinks and purples swarms around her, it
Oh, no.
dissipates for a moment and then moves back over to its original place above the table as she collapses to the floor.
Oh, she did.
She was doing a dance with the bats, but I guess with this creature it was a dance of death.
It's not funny.
Oof.
I don't care. It had to be said.
I don't know why she went from unconscious to not unconscious.
She went dead first. Like that. But then I think it was like, oh, she's an NPC. She gets unconscious stuff.
Well, no, the NPCs actually go dead.
Oh, well.
Uh,
Here we are, I guess.
yeah, I don't know why it undid the thing, but anyway. And then you see the pinks and purples come back to just being normal. They go back to their bright, happy colors. Grim. What
Grim
shall
can
we see
actually-
Grim do?
Grim can actually reach somebody. So Grim is indeed going to reach somebody. And is going to swing the maul with the inspiration. Because I don't trust it.
You also have the Bardic Inspiration, don't forget.
That's what I just said.
You
And
said
did.
you said oh you meant Bardic Inspiration. I thought you meant your actual
Yes.
inspiration.
No.
Disregard. That's a big hit, and you feel as if that should have been the killing blow. However, this creature seems to be slightly resistant to whatever it was you just hit it with.
Interesting.
As you mortally wound this creature in front of you. This swirling cloud of smoke.
Fantastic. I already used that, so I can't do that. I don't think I have any other things I can do as bonus things, so I'm just going to end my turn.
Alright. Etchin, seeing Merch go down, lunges across the table and goes into a fury that he's seeming to have been holding back as goes in to chomp, misses with
Phase
the bite,
two.
swings with the claws, connects with the first set, and then gaining the extra attack, manages to land 2 slashes with the claws due to his rage. And then Renatus, of course, with the heavy crossbow, sees that you seem to have everything under control now that he has given you the proper leadership to utilize your skills appropriately. Is going to turn his attention to the other one. He runs over here, points his heavy crossbow at this thing, and givers a go. Pew pew.
Fucking givers.
Yeah, I said the
Frickin'
word, and then
giver.
I just committed to it. As he fires the bolt, it just seems to pass straight through the cloud, barely affecting it. Those bats are dead. Get them out of my combat tracker. Dazric, you're up.
All right. Dazric, with his crossbow now out, is going to shoot the cloud next to Grim.
Okay.
I just need to grab my crossbow. I would like to add my Bardic Inspiration. Oh wait, no, I don't have it anymore because it was used on someone else, right?
No, you still have
No.
it.
No, you still have
Okay.
it.
Then I will add a d6 to that roll.
Sure.
Is that enough?
Unfortunately, you are just shy.
That's really
Oh,
funny.
tragedy has strucketh.
That's actually really funny.
One could say it requires 13 of those points to connect
Get
with this creature.
fucked.
If it makes you feel any better, my bardic inspiration roll was also a 1.
I can't roll. I can't attack with the crossbow as a second attack either. Can
No,
I?
you cannot.
I did not think so. Okay.
Unless
Well, yeah,
your
that'll
action
be
surge?
it. That'll be it for Tazaric.
Unless the action surges, then yes.
I
you can.
do not have action surge available.
Yeah.
I was gonna
I will-
use it the turn I
Oh,
D20
no,
or I crit.
Alright, Alicia hops up onto the bench. Lorelai, you feel it kind of sway as she hits it with a lot of momentum. And you're also still feeling kind of woozy. Like, you don't really know what the hell hit you, but something hit you. Also, I'm just realizing she doesn't have her short sword out, or her great sword out. She has her crossbow out. So she's not going to move at all.
You're gonna stay absolutely balanced.
And you're going to stay fine. You're still feeling woozy. Something weird happened to you. But
Fair.
nonetheless, why did that roll to... Oh, disadvantage for some reason? Okay, that shouldn't have been disadvantage. Either way, the first roll was an 8, so she does miss still. Lorelai, it is your turn. Can you please roll me a d10?
Oh god. Anything in particular or just a straight D10?
Just a d10. Nine. Holy shit.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
9 or a 10. The creature can act and move normally.
Nice! Alright.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. That's why I was trapped so freaking long.
So I'm going to move right here. Seeing as how most of my shit has not been working, I'm going to try and rapier this one.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it continues to not work.
Welcome to the club.
You do have a spell that could be used. You know that, right? But
What?
you just have to make sure you don't put your allies in it.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't been using it. I have several of those that I can use, but
Okay.
there. Yeah, I have like Wither and Bloom and I have Cloud of Daggers, but it's just it's things. It's not like it doesn't choose.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Grim
you
can't hit
can
anything, but he doesn't get hit much.
you can center it on the creatures, and then just hope that no one is in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Either way, it's too late now, but
Oh, absolutely. I'm just giving you like don't
yeah,
don't be
no,
afraid to use that
Lorelai-
stuff.
no. Lorelai's getting more and more pissed, so the chances of her using that are getting a lot higher.
The bats that were swarming around Merch leave their attention now that they've died, and or presumably died. Speaking of which, okay, throw their attention towards Renatus and continue their streak of rolling threes. And next up, it's the Dreams turn, as it turns its attention towards Little Man, who keeps trying to attack him.
Dang it.
Okay, 1 second. A whole lot of text.
Okay. I don't like that. Can't say I'm a fan.
Yeah, okay. You are going to as you're looking at this creature, it just kind of swirls and lunges towards you as you see like the jaw of a creature just reach out and clamp onto your shoulder.
That's nice.
Owie.
Okay. And followed up by a second one because I missed something that said they could do this twice.
Oh, good. Good.
However, he misses the second time as he swirls around you, and then reseating itself back into place.
So it just spins around me for funsies.
Oh no! Like it like wraps itself around you in like a swirling cloud of smoke, bites onto your
I see.
shoulder, goes in for the second one and misses, and then goes back to where it was. Doesn't technically move, but that's how it attacks. If that makes any sense.
Sure does.
However, this one over here is going to attempt something as the cloud swirls around Etienne and passes through him for a moment, coming out the other side. And then moves towards the back of the room. Grimace.
All right. Well, I think it's just hammering time. We're gonna do the hammer thing.
Give it a wallop.
Nope. Yes.
No wallop.
I guess it
You
did
did
wallop.
Many wallop.
Yay! Woo!
As
Mini wallop is good enough.
as you swing in for the attack, you get it like center mass and almost like push whatever that dark creature in the center is out. And as you do so, the whole thing just fades away. You hear just the faintest hiss as it does so.
So is there a body of the thing that I hit out of it?
Nope.
Or is it okay?
It
there's
just
nothing there.
kind of seemed like it, if you will.
Okay, cool. In that case, he is going to move underneath this creature
Alright.
and just kind of look up and be like, "What?"
For argument's sake, I'm gonna put you next to it, but we know you're underneath it. Just so I have access to the token.
Okay. And that's it for me.
Okay. Etienne, on the other hand, just kind of lumbering there for a moment as he shifts back into his human form and collapses, unconscious.
Well, heck.
He must be exhausted.
I'd imagine.
And that is the end of
Seems like
his
that would
turn.
take a lot out of somebody.
Going to wolf, yeah, probs.
Renatus, on the other hand, still has his crossbow out, so he can't really do much against these bats, and takes the attack that they are about to lash into him
Oh, what?
as he steps away. I targeted the wrong thing. Undo. That's a miss either way. But Renatus is going to fire his crossbow bolt at the dream floating over Grim's head. Connects for a little bit of damage. Dazric, you're up.
All right, let's see what I can do. If I put away my crossbow, would that be a bonus action? Not taking out my swords, just putting away the crossbow.
It would be your free action to do so.
Okay.
So you can just, that's just something you can do.
Okay. But then the next turn, like, basically, I want to shoot it and then put away my crossbow to prepare to bring my swords out. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, you can do that.
All right, sweet. So I'm going
I think.
to shoot.
Yeah, that is something you can do.
Shag it.
Alright.
I'll allow it either way.
Sweet. We are going to attack this thing. For some reason, my thing disappeared. Okay, there we go.
I'm hitting,
No-
I'm hitting a bit of a lag
Okay.
spike. That might be why.
Yeah. So the attack will hit, but it's not automatically doing the damage, I guess.
You didn't target it.
Yes, I definitely have it targeted.
Okay. You definitely do, but it definitely did not do the thing. What's the...
I can just do the damage.
Just do
That
it
should work.
again. There you go. So 6 damage. Okay. Same thing as before. It doesn't seem like it's doing the full damage as the arrow just passes through it and clings into the wall.
Okay. And yeah, so I'll put away my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing I can't take out my swords with my bonus action.
Correct.
Okay.
That'll have to be your next turn.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that'll be the end of Dazrik's turn. She's kind of chilling.
Okay. Alicia is going to hop up onto the table. Let go another round of bolts. Or singular, I'd say. Missing, as it plings off the wall and clatters to the floor next to Renatus. Lorelei!
Woo! All right,
Round
Lorelei.
6.
Oh God, is it actually round 6? All right, Lorelei is very obviously pissed. She hasn't been hitting. Nothing is going her way. So she is going to target these bats over here and cast Cloud of Daggers.
Alright.
Oh, it's actually only 5 feet. I thought it was bigger than that for some reason.
Yeah, it's just a 5-foot square.
I
I don't know why I put the thing in the middle of everything, but it did target correctly, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Alright. The daggers, just a wall of them just surround the bats and just slice a bunch of them to pieces. And about a half dozen of them die from this, and there's still a few left.
Yeah.
Still a few left flying around.
Ah.
Okay.
Sorry. Alright, yeah, that is... Lorelei's looking much more pleased with herself now. She has a little bit more of a smug look. And this is... I think this is a concentration spell. Yeah, it is. So they'll, take slashing damage, on a turn. When it starts its turn there. Which is now!
Which is right now. So roll me 4 more d4.
Woo! D4, 2, 3, 4. Roll.
So
Ooh.
satisfying rolling a bunch of dice. Even
I
if
know.
Unfortunately, it's not so much when you roll 3 1s and a 3.
I know. That was fucking
Yikes.
garbage.
you did have a very good roll last time, though. So,
I
you know.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
And you noticed about 3 more of the bats fall out of the pile. And then they swarm in on the unconscious Etchin.
No!
That sounded like that. No was like I would have believed that was like a video game. Like, oh no,
Oh no!
that was just very I don't know.
The
Spot on.
bat's miss an unconscious body. I'm calling it.
No, they roll at advantage because he's unconscious.
And still miss.
No, I rolled a 19 and a natural 1. So
Damn it.
they hit for 3 piercing damage as they all just swarm around this unconscious body. The nightmare is dead, so he's out of the thing. The dream, on the other hand, is about to something a little different.
Uh-oh. I don't like hearing that he's going to do something a little different when he's directly above me.
It's going to use its bonus action to move back 10 feet without an opportunity attack.
But why?
Because it can. And I need you.
But why without opportunity attack? I'm confused.
It's called Nimble Escape. You can use disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a bonus action gone. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You take the wins where you get them.
Factual. No.
It didn't prompt the save, unfortunately, but can you please roll me a wisdom save?
Yes. I can.
Beautiful. Love it when you fail my wisdom saves.
It's always. I have proficiency in wisdom, and it's my worst saving throw always.
As you kind of stand there, it
Menacingly.
moves away from you ever so slightly, and all around you, all of a sudden, shoot giant hedge walls.
Hedge walls?
Yeah, so like grass hedges, but they are around you in a 10-foot square.
Oh, good.
I should have left.
Interesting.
I should have left the template there. So I will. There you go.
Cool.
So
I'm in a 4-square maze.
pretty much, it's not so much a maze,
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
but da-da-da-da-da-da. But while you're here, it also like above you, if you look up, you see a clear sky with birds flying overhead, and you get the sensation and smells of salt water. And you look down at your feet, and there is sand.
Oh no.
And to the best of your knowledge, that's it. Grim, it's your turn.
All right. Well, Grim, not knowing where he is kind of scared of the sand beneath his feet, since it just randomly decided to appear. So he's gonna stick the head of his mace through the grass hedges as his action.
Okay.
And his bonus action is going to be tying the rope in his bag to that mace and then around his waist. Just in case.
Okay. I would say that tying the rope and everything and doing that, yeah, that would be enough for an action, but you can't do anything else for the rest of your turn.
Yeah. All I'm doing is making an anchor for myself.
Make
with action and bonus action.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Where are you? There you are. Stupid. Fuck yeah! It's not combat.
It's enough to realize that as you put the hammer through the hedge, it doesn't move like a hedge should move.
Ooh.
And you very quickly realize that this is just an illusion.
Okay. I'm painting the picture that Grim is just standing there with his mace on the ground upright, tied to it with rope. Just looking around like,
Yeah, no one else can see what you see. You're just standing there. Like, you are the only one who sees this. So everyone else is kind of like, the fuck is he doing? Etienne is still unconscious. Renatus is going to take a couple of steps back because he's got a crossbow and, doesn't do so close at close range. So well at close range. Rolls and misses because why not?
Doesn't so well at any range.
Let's see what you got, buddy.
All right. So, first off, free action. Take out my swords.
Absolutely.
Right? All right. And this thing is 5 feet in the air, right?
Yep.
So, with my height, I can still reach it with my swords. I can stab upwards.
Certainly. You can also jump off the table.
Well, I like that one more. Can I do like my attack and bonus attack in like I jump 2 swords in the air like cross slashing down on it?
I would say absolutely after you roll me an athletics check.
Sure.
I already know you're proficient in, so it's
clearly gonna fail.
Or it's gonna succeed epically. And give me what you got.
Alright, so this is the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
And
All
now
right.
the second attack.
You cut into it. Let's see what the second attack is first.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, now I take those though.
As you leap into the air, you take your swords above your head, your arms crossed in like an X, and you slash downwards.
Yo.
And as you do so, you split this thing into 4 pieces.
Oh.
Oh, good.
3 of which
Good.
dissolve almost instantly, leaving maybe one the size of, I don't know, like a bowling ball.
Grim.
Floating in front of you.
Size of Grim.
Yeah, basically. Remaining floating and like flickering, like between its pale purples and pinks to the dark purples and reds. It's just bouncing kind of back and forth, almost as if flickering at its last possible ounce of life force. That's all I'm gonna say about that, as I will let you end your turn, presumably?
Yeah, I think that's about all Daz is gonna do this turn. That was good enough.
Okay. Fucking epic, by the way.
I know. I'm so happy.
Yeah, that was
rolls
awesome.
worked.
And leaving, if she can hit it, the final blow to Alicia. As she does.
Oh my god.
Release a
Nice.
bolt. She steadies her aim, lets it fly, and it pierces straight through the center of the small flickering cloud.
Nice.
And it disappears and fizzles away into nothingness as we step out of combat. And there's something else that's about to happen, so don't do anything yet. Just need to get the music.
Different musica?
This one, actually. As the bolt pierces through the orb, or not the orb, but the cloud, it dissipates, but as it does so, I'm going to compare this to Endgame, when after the Thanos snap, like, everything kind of turns to like the ash kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you all understand the reference I'm getting. Also,
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit about spoilers. That movie's been out for over a year, so
That's been out for like 2 years at
whatever.
least.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
The opposite of that is what's happening, as the particles from this cloud form the shape of a prone body that is Anatole's.
Yay!
Unconscious, and just on the floor. Alicia runs up, jumps down off the table, and checks for a pulse. Which you should all know by now. She likely will not find. But as she does that, Renatus runs over to Murch's body. Scoops her up in his arms. And places her on the table. Puts a hand on her shoulder, takes his other hand, and closes her eyes. He lets out a heavy sigh. Life lost far too young. All because the three of you wanted to preserve the life of a filthy murderer.
If you recall, I said I do not care what happens to him, so leave me at that.
And really, do you expect he wouldn't have turned as soon as you said it's time for him to die?
I don't know. I'll leave the rest of this to you. And he storms out. The floor is yours. What you guys like to do?
Dazric's just kind of gonna look to Grim and Lorelei and kind of motion to the door. And kind of just give a little head nod.
Yeah, Lorelei's just gonna get up and walk outside.
Same with Grim.
Oh,
That was
Doggos.
out of nowhere.
I think he scared himself. He was asleep.
Okay, the bark kind of caught me off guard. Before you guys can actually leave, get you right here
yeah.
before the door. Alicia is gonna call out. Wait a moment. He's stirring.
What?
As Anatole kind of props himself up slowly and looks around the room. I know what I've done. Her death is on my hands. He looks to Alicia, puts a hand on her shoulder and says, I'm sorry. Walks over to Etienne's unconscious body of this bat. These swarm of bats should have dissipated as well. My bad. Walks over to Etienne's unconscious body, puts a hand on his shoulder, and reaches into a sash that he is wearing around his chest, a bandolier, if you will. Pulls out a wooden stake, looks at the three of you and says, I thank you. You made an attempt. I can't have my decisions cost any more lives. He positions the stake in the center of his chest and slams it through. and falls dead. At which point, second. At which point, the walls around you once again begin to shake. Except this time, not in a way that seems like things are going to attack you. But everything begins to shift and dissolve, and the bricks fall away, and everything turns into blackness. As you all awake, back in Anatole's room. And you shake your heads. I'm going to bring us back to the town map, just for accuracy's sake. Y'all shake your heads, trying to piece together what you just went through. And in front of you, sitting on the bed and looking at the three of you, is Anatole. Awake. And lucid. You were in my dream.
Yeah.
It's never...
Well, thankfully, this is one of those dreams you remember, and not one that you immediately forget and assume that we're just in your house.
Well, I was gonna get to that, but... This is different. I have that dream every night. You were never in that dream before.
Was the result the same?
No. Well,
Then I...
yes, but no. It seems we're in a bit of a predicament. That dream was my death,
I assumed.
and then I wake up here. You know what this place is, right?
Yes. Well, sort of. We're still trying to piece it all together, but it's not perfectly informed yet. They might be. I'm kind of a little unsure.
Okay. Well, let me fill you in on what I kind of know. When I died, I was presented an option. To stay here, live a mundane life, and repeat my death in my sleep for an eternity, until my soul is to be fed to the phylactery of a lich. Or disappear into nothing. Foolishly, I chose the previous. And now, after seeing what this torment is, I would rather my soul disappear for good than be fuel for an undead creature such as Casimir. I pledge myself to you all. If there is anything you need, I will do so until I am stricken from existence by whoever is the one that rules this place.
When you said when you got here you were given a choice.
Hmm.
Who gave you that choice?
I don't know.
Do you not remember their face, or do you not know their name?
Both. I was approached by a figure. I did not see it. I just heard a voice in my head.
DM, can I do a little favor?
Oh, no.
I want to try to do a performance and try and imitate Octavian's voice.
God
Now I
damn.
don't even remember. I don't even remember what his voice is. I want to do the check though.
Go ahead and roll me performance.
Oh, I hope it's really bad.
There it is.
Yes, yes. Okay, all right. We're gonna do a little cross thing here. All right. Would it happen to be somebody who sounded like this?
Oh my god.
No,
I,
I don't think so.
Dazer's just gonna look like wide-eyed at Graham, like.
Okay.
Lorelai's immediately gonna burst into laughter.
DM, another favor. Can I because I just rolled so terribly? Grim is stuck with this voice because he's like tried so hard to get into character and he's stuck with
I
it for
don't
another
want
10
that.
minutes
I
or so.
please God no.
Roll me a d4.
Okay. Wee.
Or 2d4. Okay, for the next 6 minutes. You can't figure out how to get your octaves back.
This is my personal hell.
That's why I did it.
I know.
Well, that was a buzz. Anyway, continue with what you were saying. And he's trying to clear his throat. He just can't get it out.
That's hilarious to me. I don't know much about what's going on, but what I can tell you is you need to be careful. People here are friendly, but everyone here is under the control of the man who runs this town. Don't let him fool you into thinking.
Okay, so just to make sure, the man that runs this town wasn't the one that approached you and gave you the choice, correct? That's who I'm trying to portray here.
Oh. No. Well, maybe. I don't know. Every time we sleep, we lose our memory of the previous day.
Well, it seemed this
Well,
experiment failed greatly.
that is very good information to know.
Now, with that said, now I don't think that would apply to you or myself anymore. But it's the dreamers he controls. Without them, he is weaker.
Do you know who the other dreamers are in town? Is it everybody?
Everyone.
You come with us to meet with Octavian and see what he thinks about your new demeanor.
I don't think that's a good idea. I presume he sent you into my dream for a reason.
Yeah, most likely.
Did he not tell you why you were doing what you're doing?
It makes me confused because he acted like it would help you, when it only hinders himself for people who are not stuck in a dream loop, correct?
God damn it.
I will remind you all the conversation that you had. Well, this was a while ago, so I don't blame you for not knowing.
Yeah, my memory is hot garbage, dude.
Yeah.
He approached you and asked you to remove the problems of these dreams so that they didn't mutate into nightmares that he couldn't control.
Gotcha.
He also told you not to tell the dreamers that they are dreaming, because it could tear the minds apart, leaving cognitive dissonance, also turning the dream into a nightmare.
Lorelai's starting to think that that's not true.
Yeah, I think that's all I need to tell you. Yeah, basically he thinks that their restlessness will lead to them waking up, and that would disturb the tranquility of Dreamtown. And I'll leave you guys to stumble and think about that as you will. You might not stumble at all, but besides the point. Yeah, anyway. Anatole will kind of just look at you all and just say, clearly he's asked you specifically to do this for some reason, and I have a strange feeling this outcome was not the one he intended.
I am inclined to believe you.
I wonder if it is. Maybe your awareness will cause you more distress in the future, and maybe he feeds off distress instead of tranquility, as he says.
It is possible. It seems like he likes control, no?
I believe, while you may be accurate, he specifically, I believe, feeds off of the dreams.
Interesting.
Having one less of them could cause problems.
I wonder if next time we do the opposite of what he's told us to. Maybe we tell them he is dreaming and see what the result is.
He just kind of laughs a little bit and says, I'm pretty sure you've already done the opposite of what he's intended for you to do. As he points to himself.
I mean, who knows what? Maybe we succeeded in what he wanted us to do. I don't know. Although it did not go very smoothly, that being said. That also being said, what could we have done differently to make it go smoothly? Protect you a little bit more so you don't get hit in the first place?
We could have murdered him immediately. I figured that would probably do something.
That hurts, lady. But, I presume...
I mean, you are a vampire, no?
I was.
I believe only in dream.
No.
No.
In real life. He said that was his death, no?
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
You do not listen.
It,
Not well, no.
It played out a little differently without your expertise.
I suppose you immediately got murdered?
Yes.
I'm sorry. The way the Myrdeard came out
Myrdeard?
in that accent.
Because in real life, I often say murder.
I know. I know exactly why. It's just so
You got
funny.
murdered?
Brilliant. I love it.
He got murdered.
Absolutely.
Alright.
You said a couple times now that it played out differently. What were the differences exactly?
He got killed immediately, he just said, no?
I didn't turn into a giant cloud of whatever the fuck that was.
Ah.
Well, I mean, I assumed that didn't happen, but like, we obviously had an effect. Did they find out you were a vampire and killed you immediately?
I
I'm just trying to connect the dots so maybe we can figure out what happened.
don't necessarily think that you need to dig too much farther into my
I mean, we're already in your head
past.
now.
Hmm.
We seen you killed your best friend, so
Yeah. Well, the long and the short, I killed nearly all of them.
I see why you are tormented.
It's a shame to see her die twice. But nonetheless, thank you. I am in your debt. If there's anything you need from me, come find me. I will continue to act in the charade of this town to the best of my ability.
I think that is within your best interest for now.
Go.
I do have one more question.
Hmm.
Obviously, we found you while you were dreaming because Octavian told us when and where to find you. Obviously, people here don't sleep all the time and thus dream all the time. Is there any way to know when and where we would be able to find the next dreamer?
I mean, we don't even know who it is. I can't imagine he will know either.
Mm-hmm.
I would presume that if he sent you to me, you should find him, and he will send you to whomever else.
Will he not? I mean, he runs this town. Will he? I'm kind of thinking he's already known this has gone wrong, and we may want to avoid him.
That is, unfortunately,
I believe that kind of defeats the purpose of why we started helping him in the first place, which is to get out of here.
yes.
Regardless of what we do, if we avoid him, we will just avoid him for eternity and never leave.
I mean, it's on him. He didn't tell us exactly what he wanted.
I believe you go back to doing what you're doing, and he'll let you know what the next steps are. I would advise you keep up the charade as long as you can. Don't let him know that you've accidentally done what he didn't want you to do, if that is the case. And just continue on with whatever he's told you.
Hmm.
Very good. Well, let's find Octavian then.
I believe we should have some dreams first. Catch up on a little rest.
Hmm. We definitely could have felt better.
I thought I was doing pretty good.
Yeah, well, not all of us can have such a hard head, no?
Well,
But not all of
perhaps.
us can successfully just swing swords, and that's the majority of what we do.
I mean, it worked for me. Maybe you guys should try it. I don't know.
Tried, it didn't work very well.
Well, I don't know why. What's the problem then? Let's just.
I'm tired, as I've already said. Let's get some rest.
Yeah, Lorelai's just getting out. She's leaving.
Fine. Dad's just gonna follow behind.
Yeah, this is grim.
Laura's just gonna start walking towards the inn.
Okay. As you guys are
Excuse me.
moving through, what time is it? Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end. As you guys are moving through the town square at this point,
Oh dear.
So the inn is up on the top right corner of this map. This shop here is, I believe I said it was Heatwakers. And as you're walking past, Idara walks out. I just need to make sure I know which one of these people it is.
You got this. I believe in you.
Idara walks out. Sorry, nope, I got the wrong place. This is the Blade Turner shop, and Bronson is the one walking out the door, who is the half-orc. Yes. And as he's coming out, he's got a few things in his hands. And he bumps into you all and says, "Oh! Wonderful. It's a pleasure to bump into you again. I've got, I've just made some new armor. Do you want to come check it out before I bring it to the marketplace?"
I mean, it cannot hurt.
Let us see what his wares are.
Okay. And as you guys are agreeing to this, Idara is seen walking very aggressively across the square towards all of you. And is just looks at you all and says, "Excuse me, I believe I had them as contracts first. You can piss off."
You have contracted nothing from me, sir.
Yeah, if you want to call contracts, how about you show the contract?
Just because we bought from you does not mean that you are an exclusive dealer, no? Now piss off yourself.
While you are berating this individual, can you guys roll me perception checks?
Yeah.
Aw.
Sure.
Berating. Oh, you slut.
Sorry, I got in the way.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't even in the way of you, so who cares?
No, it wasn't.
Most of you don't notice this. Grim, weirdly, you do.
Hey, it's me.
The two of them have kind of stopped paying any attention to all of you. As the two smiths basically have damn well nearly started a brawl and are fighting over who gets to sell you guys items.
Oh. If I were a rogue, I would be looking for that armor right now.
And as this is happening, you guys look around. You don't need a very high perception to notice this. Your passives are all high enough. Every other person in the square erupts into a fistfight. They're all beating the ever-loving crap out of each other, including a child who has knocked down an elderly woman and is just punching her in the face as hard as he can.
This place fucking sucks.
And but a moment later, almost as if the snap of a finger, they all stop.
Huh.
The child picks up the old lady, picks up the basket that she had, puts all the fruit back in it, hands it back to her. A couple of gentlemen tip hats at one another, a few more shake each other's hands, and they all disperse and go on about their business. As if nothing had happened. And in front of you, both Idara and Bronson very much do the same. And they stop and they look at each other and... Oh. Terribly sorry. And then, almost as if something has broken. Grim, you're the only one who sees this. But their tension, their competitiveness falters for a moment. And when they embrace each other for the hug, give a handshake, you notice there might be something different about the two of these people as they turn and split their own separate ways and just say, if you want to buy something, stop by the shop. And they both hurry off in their own direction.
Like the fuck I'm buying anything from this place. That was weird. This place is nothing but nonsense.
Never
There's
thought I'd
definitely
say this.
something.
Never thought I'd say this, but I miss our sunless place.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't like this place, but I don't know. The sunless place is there's a lot. At least here I'm not afraid I'm gonna get jumped by a vampire every second of every day.
But at least in the other world, things are very black and white. This place, there's something lurking right underneath the surface.
Agreed.
Make your way to the inn. As you step inside, there is but one man you would all have expected to seen by this point.
Daddy! No, okay.
Your
Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy himself
Oh yeah, that is actually right. Well, fuck.
has his feet kicked up on a table and is just waiting for you all to return. And that is where we're going to call it for today.